Hey guys, Maytag Machine Maniac here. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I got gunk in my mouth, which is something that everyone needed to know anyway. I'm bringing another washing machine video to you guys, because it's been a couple of weeks, and with school and everything, I don't really have all that much time. Today's soap, it's normal stuff I use. Alternate between this and Tide. This reminds me of the smell of summer, actually, because it wasn't last summer. It was the summer before that, before I even fired up the channel, actually. No, it was right around the time no, summer of 8th grade, so about 2 years ago. Yeah, before I started using this channel. And a lot of people are going to yell at me for doing this, but I like to do that. I like to have my soap evenly dispersed over the load. And this is the softener we're going to be using, Ultra Downy. Hold on. But that soap reminds me of the smell of that summer, as well as a few other scents and YouTube videos actually remind me of that summer. And of course we have the glorious Bravos machine, which after 8 years, and in fact last year, it squeaked like hell. Absolutely. It was actually a year before. Or it was actually only like a month. This thing started squeaking, and then a month later, after this stopped squeaking, this died. Or not the GE, but the Maytag died. We are washing my formal clothes as I am in school. Excuse me. I am in school, and my homecoming dance is coming up. So, I normally have brown pants. Those have a massive ink stain that I've been working at. I have 2 different coats right here. I think it's this one that's actually, I believe it's this one that's dry clean. It says or dry clean. They all say or dry clean, but they all say cold wash. Let's see, let's take a... No, that's Spanish. I only speak Russian and English. Machine wash cold with light colors, tumble dry low, or dry clean. See? So, I'm just going to follow the same thing with the pants. And the whites also say that. This is the white undershirt. It says to wash cold. I normally wash this with whites, but I've done this on its own. Of course, we have the pants, which these all just sat at the bottom of my hamper, but for video's sake, I'm going to do a... Oh, excuse me, that probably went vertical for a second. But for video's sake, it's just going to be a quicker wash. I probably should have loaded up the machine first, because it's just been... shit. 3 minutes of this. Anyway, we're gonna power the machine on. I'm gonna engage the lid right now. I'm gonna set it to casuals. We're gonna be doing a deep rinse, normal. I'm gonna do a cool wash, kind of warm rinse. So, let's start it up. I had actually hosted a poll, or did a poll on my Instagram, and if you don't follow my Instagram, it's Maytag Machine Maniac. Same thing as the channel. I hosted a poll, and it was a 50-50 for YouTube video or Instagram live. So I did the live, I flipped a coin on it, and then I told a couple of people I'd do a YouTube video afterwards, soon. One of the people I told was Christopher A. Moore. So, formal stuff, formal clothes. I'm going to be doing all the temperature controlling because, you know, I don't want a cold wash, even though it says that. I've done these in warm. And you know, even now it's doing a hot-cold mix for cool. Like seriously? You know, people might be saying that to me. Seriously? You're gonna add a little bit of hot in here. Just, you know, this first pod. I'm going to do that, close. I'm just going to hit deep fill, so auto sensing water level, no. My water level. And on that note, we're going to hit warm rinse. There we go. Warm wash. There's still a little bit of gunk left. That was one detergent pod. I mean, you guys saw me load the tub up. There's nothing left, so I'm gonna, oh, that's straight hot. We are going to kick it off, deep fill. The wash temperature itself is not really that warm. It's more of an eco-warm. Probably because it had such a cold start to the fill. Sorry, I'm gonna be... Nope. Sorry, I thought I saw something. If this wasn't the deep rinse, 7 minutes. This is not going to be a full cycle video. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired. I got schoolwork to do, so it's probably not going to be a full cycle video. Film, you know, a good portion of it at least. That doesn't sound too good. I actually, because I don't like how this machine dispenses softener, I do dispense it a bit differently. Well, the machine will have, after the machine coasts to a stop and it's filling for the rinse, it dispenses the softener stationarily. I tend to dispense it as it's coasting down from the spin. this point, I'm going to slow the machine down. And yes, I know what I'm doing. I'm actually going to pull out the softener, let it dispense over the clothes. The water dispense a bit and hit full stop. I generally tend to add actually a bit more after. This is what I do for a lot of stuff. So, 60 load things about 45 loads. 90 is about 75. 15% of the load, 15 loads are not actually used on their own. They're mixed with other things. 180 is probably going to only be used 165 times before it's completely done. Also, the beginning initial fills for any rinse, including warm, are always cold. It doesn't matter what cycle you're using, how low the water level is. It's always cold. And then it unlocks the lid and will do a warm fill, which, as you see, it's now using both the hot and cold here and running softener. Now, cycles that use a lot of water or have a deep fill set, what they will do is they will do this, a hot and cold mix, up until halfway, and then it becomes cold again. Now, you can counter this by switching it into lid mode, basically opening up the lid. And it will fill like this for the rest of the way, and I'm just going to have it do that. If you have a smaller level of water, like this much, it will switch to straight hot water. I highly recommend just opening it up to fill, and then once it's done filling, closing it back up, because you'll get the, actual warm water. It'll be a very eco-warm if it's, your water level's up to the top and you have the lid closed, because it will go back to a cold fill after. The downside is it takes a couple more seconds to unlock the wash plate, as it will. What this machine does is when it's filling for wash, rinse, second rinse, whatever, it will at some point in the at some point in the fill process, it will automatically unlock the wash plate. That way, once it's done filling, it can automatically start agitating. When you have it in lid mode, aka just having the lid open, it will not do that at all. And it'll take a couple extra seconds to just unlock the wash plate. Apparently you're supposed to shake this before using. Well, learn something dumb every day. I just realized I have buffalo sauce on my pants because that spilled in the cafeteria. More laundry. Yay! Actually, I enjoyed doing this. I am not normal. It's like repels water on the outside. I like that. It's the one I wear. It depends on what situation. Because, again, there's 2 coats in there. They're 2 formal, like, outer dress coats. It really comes down to what the situation is. Will determine if I wear either one. Or if it's kind of formal and I just need the dress shirt. Like my school photo day. I just wore the white shirt and pants to it. I also had a mark on my head. I have good friends. Other cycles I plan on doing, when I get the time, I really actually want to film the sanitized cycle, my personal used white cycle, which is a 71-minute cycle, active where I haven't done, drain and spin, but we all know what that is, so I'm not going to film that. This can be turned into a rinse and spin, actually, and a dual rinse and spin. You get 2 rinses by just hitting deep rinse and extra rinse. Hold up. I've done basket clean, but I haven't done it with actual cleaner. I haven't done this cycle. I also want to do, I did the washing a singular rug in the mate tag and then a singular rug in here. But I want to do 4 rugs. And I've done 4 rugs in here. I want to put it on camera. You know, that's really an attention grabber. A machine that's doing 4 rugs. And, you know, there's one right there. My problem with, you know, I like a lot of machines today, LG Speed Queens, but I have a problem with some Speed Queens. Yes, the Speed Queens are reliable, and they get your clothes clean, and they are built to last. My only complaint, really, is the fact that they have a lethargic, super slow 710 RPM spin. I mean, you're paying $1,000 for that machine. And it's a good machine. You know, it cleans well. It's worth it. But if you're going to be charging someone $1,000, at least up your spin game. So, you know, like, at least $800. I mean, this machine was $699, I believe. Was either $699 or $659. I forget which. And this thing boasts about an 850 RPM spin. So, you know, this machine here can really spin out your clothes better than a Speed Queen. It has faster spin, and I can increase the duration of said spin. Again, I'd rather have a spin controller, or better yet, 2 spin buttons. Spin time, spin speed. And here the motor is going on again. And here we go. I mean, not every cycle makes use of 850. Delicates, bulky items, Those cycles don't do an 850 RPM spin. I know heavy duty colors, or the normal cycle, those do. I'd say Causals does an 810 to 825 RPM spin, maybe 830. But and then the LGs, which I really am a fan of, generally have hit 1K to 1.2K for their top loaders, which is amazing. Alright, crap. Take care of. So this is just another complaint, and this isn't really about washers. It's more dryers. You see a lot of dryers with a lot of cycles. Okay, fine, whatever. Me personally, I don't think you need that many cycles. I think this machine has it out just fine, except all that unused space kind of ticks me off. But that's me. I'm just gonna give an example on my dryer. I have 4, 5, 6 sensor cycles. That's it. I have a normal cycle, wrinkle control, delicate, a secondary delicate, heavy duty, and sanitized. What cycles do I feel are unnecessary on it? Probably the extra delicate. That's it. You have 2 delicates. But the way I think it should be formatted for dryers to have a few cycles. You don't really need that many cycles. All it's doing is tumbling your clothes till they become dry. Washers do several different things in order to get your clothes clean. They have several different processes, stages. I personally think you should have a normal cycle, a heavy duty cycle, a wrinkle prevention or wrinkle control cycle, a delicate cycle, and then 1 timed cycle, because that's all you need. The other thing that annoys me is with the dryer is you have 3 different timed cycles. You have time dry, rapid dry, and touch up. Now, time dry will save the time and settings you chose. And what I mean, I'll show you guys in just a second, once this is completely done. This is just a little side rant. Okay, so that's done. Here. Time dry. 20 minutes. This is a default 40-minute medium heat. I can set this to air dry. 23. You know what? For good measure, off, on. 23, air dry. Rapid dry, 15 minutes medium heat. Touch up, 15 minutes medium heat. These are the exact same cycle. 15 minutes of medium heat. All the time cycles operate the exact same way, where they will run heat until the final minute, where it will then jump to cool down. So these are, in essence, the exact same thing. Oh yeah, there's this glitch. Even this cycle does it. Yep, just weird. Anyway. And now I'm seeing dryers with 15, 20 different cycles. You don't need that many cycles. 14 is enough for a washer. Now, of course, for a washer, you could have specifics. Linens, wool, synthetics, and then, you know, those are fabric-based cycles, and then your general cycles, normal, casual, perm press, whatever. Dryers don't need that many cycles. I find this redundant. In fact, the delicate cycle is so bad, or the sensor's gotten bad, that with this normal setting, it will not dry it enough. So why would I then have a cycle that does extra less heat? Or an extra lower temperature. Anyway, that's my rant on dryers. Stick around for the next video at another time. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned.